This is Adam Hernandez out here at the first ever Iron Horse Festival in Holdridge, Nebraska. We are so excited for this festival. I'm going to get a chance to walk around and talk to some of the vendors and talk to some of the people that are here running their own businesses through the things that they're doing. So I wanted to get a chance to introduce what's going on, but welcome to the Connect podcast and stay tuned for some of the businesses here that we get a chance to talk to. Let's get into it. We're here at the Iron Horse Festival with Jillian Bailey, and I want to go through a couple of these booths and chat with people kind of with the trend of art is business. So thank you for joining us here. One of the things we try to focus on at the Chamber is helping local businesses, and a lot of people don't think about art as a business. So you sell your paintings, is that correct?
Yes.
What kind of price range do you usually sell your paintings for?
Usually it depends on how big it is. So the pixels, how many pixels were used, times it by usually around 0.25.
Oh wow! So it's mathematical that goes into it. That's amazing. That's amazing. But what do you think is your favorite thing to work on?
I like to do faces.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you have a favorite one out here today that we could show?
Yes, I love the tiger.
That's amazing. How old are you?
I am 20.
20. That's amazing.
Yes.
No, that's awesome. So, what started you in doing art?
I saw on Instagram. I'm a big fan of anime, and I saw a lot of fan art and was wondering how they got like the colors so smooth and all, and then realized it was digital, and so I wanted to check it out.
That's amazing. If you could leave us with one piece of advice, whether that's business advice or advice for an artist wanting to get into what you're doing, what do you think that would be?
I would say, honestly, just do it.
Just do it. I love that.
Start with Procreate. For this kind of work, Procreate, it's more user-friendly, or like Ibis Paint or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then if you're wanting to get more professional, then go to the graphic tablets and everything else. That's
amazing. That's amazing. It's Jillian Bailey. Make sure you head out here and check us out. Thank you so much for being here and for letting us interview you for the podcast.
Thank you.
We are here at the Iron Horse Arts Festival in Holdridge here, the first ever Iron Horse Arts Festival. And the theme today for the podcast here is art can be business. And I think a lot of times you hear music or you hear art and you don't think of business right away just because of how expressive it is. So we want to dive into that a little bit. I'm here today with Joseph Olson with Black Sheep Products, LLC. How are you today?
Pretty good.
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day out here. The wind is nice. It feels good. It's a nice breeze, but it's not too windy to knock all your stuff over. Yep. So it's good. We're going with the art can be business, and I'll go around and show a little bit of some of the stuff you've got over here. So many cool things, but how did you get into this? How did you get into 3D printing?
I've been following 3D printing for a long time, for over 30 years, and it just now got into the consumer market about 8 to 10 years ago. So it's come a long way in the last 2 to 3 years to make us to be able to do a lot of these items that you'll see here today. So
yeah, I love it. It's so many creative things here. I know there's a lot of stuff online that you can look into to get into this world, but
yes,
nothing like some of the stuff you're seeing here. I mean, what do you recommend if somebody is interested in something like this? Where can they start?
If you want to get into actually designing, just look up 3D designing. Any type of 3D designing modeling program you can get into can create 3D designable or 3D printable products. Fusion 360, SolidWorks, Blender, just to name a few.
I love that. Well, what do you think is your favorite piece you've made here today, do you think?
My favorite piece I've made here today would actually be some of these new ghosts. These are pretty cool. These are glow in the dark. They're tea light ghosts.
Oh, cool.
So not only get them going.
Oh yeah.
You can't see it in the daylight. But there's a tea light in there.
That's amazing.
Those are pretty cool.
Heck yeah. Okay, well, before we end here, what do you think is one piece of advice you'd give someone either in business or just that wanted to hop into doing something like this?
Get started.
Yeah.
Just do it. I mean, get out there, find your specialty, find what you want to do, and just pursue it.
Hey, we're back with the Connect podcast with the Holdridge Chamber here. We're at the Iron Horse Festival for the first ever, the inaugural Iron Horse Festival, and I'm here with Todd Runstrom with Todd Runstrom Photography. How are you, Todd?
I'm outstanding today. Thank you.
Yeah, you've been a light since we started talking. I want to say that first. Your positivity is radiating today. I love it. But I got a chance to look around at some of your photography and your canvases, and let me just say, Todd, it's beautiful. It looks great out here. This is the first ever Iron Horse Festival, and I don't know a lot about your past, so tell me kind of what your journey sounds like.
Well, I've been a professional photographer since 1989, preserving memories for 35 years now. And I love capturing the beauty that's in our world and then sharing that with others. I worked at the Kearney Hub for a number of years. I worked at the Kansas City Star for a number of years. And I'm still based in Kearney. I have my gallery and my studio there. And I just love sharing my photography, sharing my art. This is a beautiful day, so I'm really happy to be here at the inaugural Iron Horse Festival.
Yeah, anything memorable so far?
There have been so many people coming up to me saying thank you for being here today. So I can tell that a lot of people are excited to have this in your community. I'm certainly happy to be here. And it's a lot of fun hearing the music at both ends of the streets as well. Right. So I'm excited for the concert to come later tonight.
One thing that we're trying to focus on today is how art can also be business. Do you have any thoughts on that, on how you yourself run your business, or what you've seen others do just to try to make it easier? A lot of times people look at art and they don't think immediately business, but it is a business.
Well, I'm really blessed to have made my passion into my profession, and I am able to make money taking pictures. It's a labor of love, and it's just something that comes from deep inside, but persistence pays off, and each year that I do an art show, I get better at it. I listen to my customers' feedback and make things better. So it is possible to make money at art. I've made some money today selling my art, and so if anyone is curious about making money with your art, it can be done. And days like today at the Iron Horse Festival certainly help us artists do that.
That's amazing. The last question I have for you, Todd, is what is one piece of business advice or advice in general you'd give someone wanting to either start a business or start a business in art?
I would say listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. And don't give up. Don't give up. Persistence pays off. And in so many things, that's the key to success, is stick to it and follow your dreams.
That's great advice. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for letting us interview you today.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.
We are out here at the inaugural Iron Horse Festival. That means first ever for those that don't know. And I'm here with Cassie Ehrenberg. She is the project manager for the Iron Horse Arts District. And if you could see around us, there is so much going on. There's so many demonstrators and artists. I had a DJ demo. Luke Mills had his songwriting. And if you can hear in the background, Logan Mize is doing sound check right down the road from us. How are you feeling, Cassie?
I'm feeling good. This is a great day. It's been months in the making, and now it's here, and it's amazing to see this vision that so many people have had all come together, and it's happening. So it's great.
I don't know if you have a full list, and this was not in the questions that I told you I would ask you today, but that's okay. How many people are involved in the Iron Horse Festival and the Iron Horse District in general?
We have about 50 volunteers total, and then give or take, and then I think there's probably at least 10 or so folks that have been really instrumental in helping get this event off the ground.
That is amazing, and it takes a team like that.
It absolutely does.
Cassie, is there anything that you have learned in setting up your first festival?
Yes. One main thing, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but know how to put banners up before you start trying to put them into the ground. We had to completely go to a different method, and it worked out great. Like you said, it takes a village. We made some phone calls, and we got it done.
That's amazing. No, you couldn't tell there were any hiccups at all, especially with banners. It looks awesome out here. The Iron Horse booth is set up here with merch. And like I said, there's music playing. Just in a bit, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a slam poetry demonstration going on with the Nebraska State poet. He gave us some poetry earlier. But Cassie, what is a piece of advice you'd give to somebody who was thinking of doing something like this?
Start well in advance. We had about 7 months maybe to put this together. I would have loved to have a year just to organize it. I think give yourself plenty of time, make lots of lists, and then know that in the days that come up to the event, there are going to be things like, oh, I never thought that I would need this sign or that I would need to do this thing. And you're going to have to roll with it, and there's going to be a lot of little things, and nothing's perfect in life, so we're just rolling with it. This is our first year, like Adam said, so we're going to take those learnings into the future. And I guess, on that note, don't beat yourself up for things like you don't know what you don't know. So.
That's amazing. And one thing I've been saying this a ton, and I think I'm just impressed with myself. I don't think it's the best thing, but one of the things I was telling Cassie in relation to like the last couple of days of the festival is you have this snowball, and she said for 7 months we push this snowball and we push it, and pretty soon we've got to push it over the hill, and you're not in control anymore. You just all of your planning is just has to unravel the way it has. So, Cassie, we're super appreciative that you brought something like this to Holdridge. You're amazing at what you do, and I really hope that next year is just as great as this is. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks to the Chamber for all of your help with everything, for being our fiscal agent, and thanks to all of the other organizations in town, the PCDC, the City of Holdridge, the county, Phelps County, the library, like everyone who's been involved. Visit 37.
Yeah, this is very much a team project with a lot of big movers and sponsors. We've got a lot of sponsors that have helped us out a lot.
Ag
So
Services.
that's right, Ag Service Associates. Thank you.
Associates.
Thank you so much. We hope you guys are out here having fun with us, but we're just out here having a blast at the first ever Iron Horse Festival. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Cassie.
Thank you.